What's up, everybody? This is the Inner Circle Podcast, episode 8, baby. Let's go.
Episode 8.
Let's go. So I was here with Colton, and we were talking about how he wanted to be a country singer. So go ahead, Colton. Tell us.
Wanted to be. I'm going to be.
Oh, he's going to be. Sorry.
Top charts in the next couple of years.
Top charts, baby. What you know about that?
What you know about that? Yeah, for real. What do I know about that?
Yeah.
I don't know. When I get there, I'll let you know.
So what's the first song you want to sing about? Do you know?
I already have it made. I just got to get it down in order.
What does that mean?
Like
Recorded and everything like that?
that's like the last step. So
Yeah,
there's I guess there's like 4 steps. And
So what's the first step?
the first step is basically just writing something down. You just write,
So
write.
you don't have it written down yet?
It's already written down. I'm on step like 3.
What was step 2?
Step 2 is like figuring out where the breaks are in your song, where the chorus goes, stuff like that, bridges and stuff.
Oh, so just the order of the song.
Yeah, so you write the song and then you put the song in order.
Well, I kind of do step 1 and step 2 at the same time. Because I write in order. Well, whenever I write my songs, I write in order.
Yeah,
I do like verse 1,
I
chorus,
mean, that's wild.
verse 2.
Maybe we can collab one day, but
I told you I can make you a country singer in like 7 months.
it's all right. I'll get there in 3.
This guy, I guess.
Nah,
What's step?
probably
3?
gonna release my first album in like January 2022.
Are you for real?
Yeah,
Don't play with me.
for real.
You need help?
Don't need help. I mean, of course.
Okay.
Production team.
I can. I mean,
No, but I already have my
what I
first
can.
song written down and kind
What's
of.
it called?
It's called The Song. It's kind of basic, but
It's called what?
The Song. It's about something. It's about
Isn't that a movie?
The Song,
Yeah.
probably.
I don't know.
Isn't Stranger Things a TV show? But we have a friend who has a song called Stranger Things.
That's true.
So, Cross
I
that
never
one
heard
off the
the
list.
song. I feel like I've heard of that.
It's a
What's it about?
It's like a beat.
Can you give us a?
Nah, I can't.
Well, no, I'm not saying.
It's a
that.
surprise.
Oh, you can't tell us like the story about it?
No,
Why not?
because
What?
there's a story behind it.
I feel like I'm doing an interview. I don't feel like we're doing a podcast right now.
Yeah, there's a story behind it. There's a story behind it. So
Oh, there's a story behind it.
yeah,
Is there a reason why it's called the song?
yes.
Can I ask you that?
No.
Uh,
Yes, there is a reason.
Oh, there's a
but
reason
I'm
why
not
it's
gonna
called the
tell you
song? How long ago did you write it?
why. It's been in the making for about a month and a half.
A month and a half,
So I finished it like actually 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. It's not bad.
After I told you I finished my song.
Oh,
day.
is that the one that you were gonna play at my house?
Yeah.
Wow, I almost got a sneak peek. I guess not. What's your country singer name gonna be? Just your
It's
name?
Colt Cannon, baby.
Colt Cannon. Yeah, I told you had like the perfect name for country singer.
Yeah.
Dope. Dang.
We gonna do it.
Are you gonna top the charts?
Huh?
You think you're gonna top the charts?
Let's just say this. I'm gonna be so high up. I'm gonna be like Drake.
Why'd you laugh when you said that? Like you didn't believe yourself.
I'm finna be like Drake and be like, trust me, at the top it isn't lonely.
I guess. That's what
Drake, if you're listening, shout out.
Yes, Drake. Thank you for listening to the Inner Circle podcast. I know you've been a big fan.
For real. Anyway,
That's
if you
good.
are listening, Drake, I'm gonna tell you
Uh,
something.
What are you gonna tell him,
You need to come be on a podcast. 'Cause
bro? That'd be crazy.
I got some questions, bro.
That'd be crazy.
I got some questions. How'd you come up with Marvin's Room? That's like the best song ever.
That's like the most song. That's like the song that people listen to when they're going through it.
Jungle too. Jungle's.
I don't know. Redemption is at least no. I think me personally, I
You're
think
reading this
Redemption
is
is
too
up
late.
top. Yes,
Don't
that's like the pinnacle of his whole career. But if you could pick one person to be a guest on the podcast, who would you pick? If you could
Anybody.
pick anybody in the whole.
I ain't gonna lie, and
the
I'm not
whole-
even saying this to be funny, but I'd put Donald Trump on this mug.
Why?
Because I have serious questions about this dude.
Nah, I think that's a good.
That would be like or Tekashi 6ix9ine. Like it's
6ix9ine.
between one of them two.
What did he say when he shot the gun?
Hung, hung, hung.
Boy, what gun is that?
This dude said, I saw him running in the hallway. Hung, 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 hung. He's talking about, I don't know where you from. What kind of gun make that noise?
Heck no. Tekashi
Uh.
6ix9ine. Okay. Who would I have? Could it be
Dang.
dead or alive? Like anybody in the
Nah,
world?
they gotta be alive.
They have to be live.
Present,
Okay.
yeah, they're present.
I don't even know. Is Betty White still alive?
Yeah.
Okay, her. Nah, not Betty White. Let's think. Anybody? I don't even know. I asked myself this question. I never thought of it.
I think a good one would be Chance the Rapper.
Dude, Chance the Rapper would be dope. But I kind of want someone goofy, like someone you would never expect.
Bro, that's hard.
Yeah.
Like, to blow it up. I mean, Tekashi, Trump.
Yeah. Those are like, those are like the ones that would get the most attention. Because it'd be like, yo, they had Tekashi 6ix9ine, or like they had Donald Trump. They'll just listen, just to listen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I mean, soon you're gonna have a special guest when I'm a famous country singer, still doing the podcast.
Yeah, I guess you'll be well, I don't need you to be the person I could interview, because I already interviewed you.
Yeah, co-host.
I'm the first one that ever interviewed you. Like, so
yeah.
I got that now. But I don't know.
Go
we'll
ahead and follow me
on
on Instagram, CCannon.
This guy,
CCannon10. Be there before I blow up, because I ain't gonna follow you back if I blow up, and then you follow me later. So if I blow up, basically, I know everyone who follows me, and I know who I follow.
That's messed up.
So let me just tell you, if you follow me right now, I'll follow you back. But if you follow me when I get famous, I'm not gonna follow you back.
Yeah, you heard it here first.
Sorry.
What was you?
Even you, Mom.
What was you at when we recorded in the bathroom? Yeah, I probably don't know that song.
I'll take attendance like a classroom.
Anyways, so we're gonna talk about some stuff today. We're gonna talk about getting frustrated, because I have been very frustrated this past week, and well, probably week and a half.
I was frustrated yesterday.
Okay, let's talk about why you were frustrated, and then we'll talk about.
You called me at 3. Said I'm gonna pick you up
at 3,
and it's gonna be real quick. A real quick move.
I've been moving, guys. That's why I've been frustrated.
I didn't get home till 9:30. All right.
Yeah, I picked him up at 3, and we didn't get done till about
9:30.
Nah, it was like almost 10.
Nah, because I didn't get home till 9:30. Oh wait,
you're right. It was at 10:30.
It was not. It was 10.
I got done around
because Joseph dropped me off, and it was already 10, and I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Joseph for bringing me home. Thank you.
Thank you, Joseph, for even coming. I even asked him, and he just showed up. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So that's what you're frustrated. I thought you actually had a real frustration yesterday.
I was frustrated. Nah, it's because I woke up, I had a good day. Woke up, ate breakfast, went and worked out.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been real
jaying people up on the basketball court.
This guy, you don't even know how to
jump shot, Kobe. Flash. Nothing but net.
You don't know how to jump shot.
I can dunk though.
You can't dunk either.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
On like a 10-foot goal. You don't think I can dunk on a 10-foot goal?
On a 10-foot. So you think that your lateral, like your vertical jump, is what is that?
No, I'm just.
You can jump 4 feet?
I could dunk on like a 5-foot goal or 6-foot goal.
Yeah, so can I. But yeah, so one of my frustrations, I don't know, man. I just been like so not aggressive. I just been so snappy. So when somebody not offended me, but when somebody would, I guess, not cross me either.
Try to play with you and
I guess like press me, you could say. I just get so angry, like quick. Not angry, but I just come at them like really quick. And I don't know why. Because obviously aggression and all that stuff, that's not from the Lord, you know what I'm saying? Like,
just you're stressed.
Because one of the fruits of the Spirit is obviously gentleness.
Mm-hmm.
But I ain't been real gentle to people this couple weeks. I'm not gonna talk about it obviously, but I just been really, 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 really snappy towards some people. And obviously that's not how you handle your frustrations. But let's get into our first question, and then we could get into some of the things I was just trying to talk about. So what frustrates you like the most at the top? What is the top thing that frustrates Colton?
I think time management.
Time management?
Yes.
Are you ripping me up right now?
I'm ripping everyone up who's bad. So, like, especially if I'm involved, like, if you plan out something like, hey, we're going to do this at this time, and that time comes, give me like 20 minutes.
I literally did that to you today.
Exactly. Like, it's like, all right, because I'm big on that. Like, if you tell me a time, all right, I'm going to be ready at that time.
Yeah.
Like, someone says,
but
hey,
he wasn't ready when I showed up.
I'm gonna be at your house at 9:15 to pick you up. All right, I'm ready at 9:10. Like, I'm out. Right, if you're picking me up, I'm out. I'm outside by the time you come pick me up. So it frustrates me when it's just like, hey, I'm gonna be here at this time, and then I get ready, go outside. Hey, give me like 30 more minutes. Like, really, bro?
Wow. Yeah, I know what you're talking
It's
about.
happened before.
Yeah, it happens to me too.
And it's just like, that's not. I should have said that one because that one doesn't frustrate me the most. The one that frustrates me the most is when you know I'm frustrated and you keep going.
Yeah.
Or you know someone's having a bad day and you just like,
yeah,
I'm gonna keep pushing these buttons.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel you.
because like whenever you ever see me mad, like it's hard to get me mad.
Mhm.
I'll get frustrated, but I won't like show it. I'll just kind of be like, "Ugh," like real attentive. But it's like your time and my time are the same if we're doing the same thing. You know, if we're both involved.
Yeah.
Because then it's gonna be a team thing, and then it's gonna be who's like the dependable one now.
Yeah. So I think what I'm getting from that is because a lot of people when they get upset about time management, a lot of it is, oh, you don't respect my time. Like obviously you think that your time's more important than my time. That's what frustrates you.
Exactly. Like basically, in terms of being like respectful.
Yeah, it is
because that's kind of going in the same direction as being on your wedding day and then last minute basically like last minute getting ready and then so you're late to your own wedding.
I wasn't late though, but I was getting ready last minute though. I wasn't late.
Wow.
I worked. I worked the day of my wedding.
Expose yourself. Why?
Because I couldn't get off. They wouldn't let me.
That's messed up.
Oh, I didn't even ask.
I want to speak to your manager.
I didn't even ask because I thought that.
Then that means. Why would you say they wouldn't let you if you didn't ask?
I don't know.
Hey, I'm getting married. You still gotta work.
I just thought they wouldn't let me. I don't know why.
Anyway,
I'm scared. I'm scared to even call off. Like
I'm not.
I am. I'm very scared to call off.
I have no cares.
Like I'm very scared to call.
Here's my point. If you got something going on in your life and you're scared to call into work, that just means that means they don't care about you. That means you think that they don't care about you. Which everybody that has a job, you are vital to your operation.
Bro, they don't care about you.
They probably don't.
No, they don't care about you.
My job was fun. Besides that point,
they do not care about you.
My job.
They'll replace you the next day.
Probably.
Well, not the next day. Probably in like a week. Probably. But still,
everybody's replaceable.
I know. That's how I feel.
Jeff Bezos.
Well,
I'm just saying he's replaceable.
No, he's replaceable too.
I could replace him easy.
How? You don't even know what he does.
I just hire people to do his job. Or do. That's what he does. You think he does anything? No.
I think so.
Shows up, waves, and leaves.
Nah, there's a lot of work that's done behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Those people.
Signing checks. That's it.
No, those people who are at the top, a lot of people think that they're just rich to be rich. But they do a lot. They do a lot. I remember I saw one thing and it said that the people at the top, they actually work the most. Like they work a lot. But that's besides the point. So you want to know what frustrates me?
That's why I don't take naps. Because me and the money are way too attached to go and do that.
Anyways, what frustrates me the most is two things. One of them is when technology doesn't work.
Fold you up.
The way that it's supposed to.
It makes me.
I can't stand it.
It makes me mad when I got 5G and I'll be in places and then I have no service.
Dude.
How? Y'all fix the towers.
I was in the middle of the city. Or I was somewhere, right? Or like by houses. I had no service. How am I in the middle of the city or in the middle of a town and I have no service? It's so annoying. Or whenever you use your phone or something like that and it just doesn't work the way it was designed to, I can't stand it. It drives me crazy. Or like when I'm at work and I'm using the equipment there and it doesn't work either. Oh my gosh. It drives me nuts. I can't stand when any type of technology doesn't work the way it's intended. It's like, why is it even built? Why did you even build it if it's not going to work the way that you built it for? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's the point? What is the point of you building in the first place? That's one of them. And another thing is driving. People who just drive stupid. I don't know why. I don't get road rage. Like, I don't get all angry like that or try to fight people or anything.
I don't like people who don't use blinkers.
Yeah,
that upsets me.
Like, why do you even have it?
Not for real.
You might as well just take it out of your car. What's the point? But that those things frustrate me the most at the very, 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 very top. And I think sometimes whenever I get frustrated, especially with certain people, I mess up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause I think it's real easy for you to, at least for me. I don't know about anybody else, but it's real easy. You have to do a certain thing. I don't know what it is with me yet. I haven't figured it out yet. That what nerve it is that people could hit that makes me act different out of my character. But sometimes when people hit a certain nerve in me, or when they hit a certain thing in me, it takes me out of my character. You know what I mean? Because it's not in my character to just rip you up or be mean or snappy at you. Because I've never really been like that my entire life. But recently, I don't know why I have been, and I think it's just me being overstressed.
Yeah.
And like overworked and everything like that.
So what frustrates you in the church?
In church?
In the church, like in the body. In the body.
Oh, yeah, I thought you meant in my church.
No, in the body.
Oh, because I was just like, in my church, I don't get frustrated.
In church, period.
In church,
like in just like the body.
In the body.
Because the church is the people,
in church,
not the building. Just to let you know, people.
I would say complacency. In terms of just being okay with how everything is going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like complacency as in there's just not really a motivation to do better. There's not really a motivation to better yourself as a person.
They're comfortable where they're at.
Yeah. I don't want to be like, I wouldn't say that. I want to be comfortable, but I don't want to get too comfortable.
Yeah.
To where I'm not moving, or to where I'm not investing in myself, or I'm not talking to the Lord, or if I'm not reading my Bible or praying to Him, or growing, or hearing new things from the Lord, because it's really, 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 really easy to get comfortable. I think that's why I never really liked mega churches, because I don't have anything against mega churches. It's just really easy. It's just really, really easy to get comfortable there, because you don't have to worry about anything. You know what I'm saying? Everything's taken care of. You don't have to worry about the worship. Taken care of. You don't got to worry about the preaching. It's taken care of. You don't got to worry about the church. It's taken care of. Everything's taken care of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I guess that's why I never really liked mega churches, because first
of
all, I like to
you're
build.
just there.
Yeah, I like to build. That's one thing. I like building, and I like to be a part of something.
There's no connection. Like you can't get connected.
Yeah.
How do you get connected with 100,000 people?
Yeah, exactly. And I like
you can, but
I like to be connected.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. If my church became a mega church, I wouldn't hate it, because I know that I know what we stand for, and I know
you'd have been a part of that build anyway.
No, not just that. Just that I know our principles, and I know how we operate, and I know that it will never change. Whether we had 10 people or whether we had 10,000 people, we're still going to stick the same, and we're still going to run everything the same. So I wouldn't be upset about it. I just don't want to be comfortable. You know what I mean? I don't want to get too comfortable to where I'm not doing anything, where I'm not moving, I'm not building, I'm not growing. And it's really, really, really easy to get like that in mega churches, especially for starting out, because like I said, everything's taken care of. Everything's taken care of. You ain't got to worry about nothing. You just show up.
So that comes back to me.
Yeah.
What frustrates me is, look.
Okay, don't yell at people.
I'm not about to yell at. So when I'm about to get deep in this, because this is gonna be hard on some people's ears. I don't like how people treat the church like a cruise ship. You know what I mean?
Ship?
So everybody's just there relaxing, being served by somebody else.
Like I said, yeah, comfortable.
Yeah.
Comfortable, sorry.
But really, the church should be like a battleship, right?
Ooh.
Where everybody's hands on deck and everyone's there to serve the mission, right?
Dang.
Everyone's got a job on the ship, right? Because if not everybody worked on a battleship, I'm telling you, look, if not everybody worked on a battleship, they wouldn't be, you can't go to war with it, because not everybody's working, right?
You couldn't, that's fire.
Look, I'm telling you, everybody's treating it like, I'm not saying everybody, there's people out there that treat it like a cruise ship that just want to go into the church and just relax and be served, when you got to be the one serving the mission too.
Oh my gosh, she has me flabbergasted over.
I'm telling you, look,
my head.
I'm telling you, and when you look at it from that point of view, it's like, oh dang, what, like, that better set a tone in some people's head, because if you really treat the church like a cruise ship where you just go just to be served, like,
dang,
what are you doing?
Which one of y'all's on the cruise ship right now? No, I'm just kidding.
And that also comes back down to who's leading as well. Because leadership, it comes down from leadership, and it comes down to
your staff.
Yeah. And so
and then from your staff to
and that's
the rest of the
and that's the
congregation.
same thing as when you put a cruise ship and a battleship together. You have a captain of the ship,
captain,
and then you have an admiral.
Mm-hmm. And then you got
everybody
who works underneath.
Yeah, and then you got
the
everybody
crew.
who's going through the staff. So this is where it gets different.
It's a chain of command.
Yeah. So you got the preacher or the pastor.
The pastor, yeah.
You got the pastor, and you got all the staff.
So, yeah.
And you got the youth pastors, kids
all
pastor, all the
yeah.
other, and then worship pastor and stuff, which are, going to be your sergeants, colonels, whatever.
Yeah.
People, I don't know the rank, so I'm probably saying that wrong. But
we're not.
And then you get down
guys.
to the crew. The crewmates,
yeah.
And that's the people in the crowd.
Yeah.
What are they doing to help the ship
you
go into
battle?
Harder,
or are you making it easier?
Are you waiting for the ship to go into battle, or are you waiting the ship to get to the Dominican or the Bahamas? Are you in just to relax? Because if you're not out there serving, if you're not out there helping other people see what you're seeing on a weekly basis or on a daily basis, if you're not letting God use you, because God's not going to come to you and force him way in you. He's going to knock on the door, and if you don't let him in, he's going to wait until you let him in. Because he's not going to sit there and force his way into your house.
That was fire.
And
you know what else I thought about when you were saying that? I was thinking about how I just said a while ago. Are you making the job easier for people, or are you making it harder? Because how much harder is it when you're at work, or even like in a sports team? Because I know that we have a lot of people who listen who like sports.
Mm-hmm.
And or they're on a sports team.
Yeah.
How much easier is it for you when the person that you're standing with or the person that you're on the team with, how much easier is it for you to do your part when they're doing their part? You know what I mean? Yeah. And how much harder is it whenever you're playing a video game and somebody sucks on your team in Warzone, or when you're playing a football team and the linemen aren't doing their job and you keep getting sacked as the quarterback? You know what I mean? Because the quarterback could be the passer, right? And if your linemen aren't doing their job, you're going to get sacked every single time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, or when you're at work and you're doing what you got to do at work, if somebody's not picking up their slack, you're going to have to pick up their slack. So it's just making it harder on everybody else.
And that's where it comes down to. Like, we're at war right now.
Yeah.
And it's just it's just constant. People want to go, they're on the cruise ship. I want to go back. I want to go to the pool, or I'm going to go down to the comedy club, relax a little bit. I'm going to go down to the spa. On the battleship,
wow.
I'm gonna go down here and help this dude out.
Yeah, let's go to the boiler room.
Let's go to the boiler room. Yeah, let's go. Let's go help pull the anchors up. Let the jets off. Let the jets on. Let's go help steer the steer the ship. Where we're aiming the cannons. Where we're gonna shoot.
Let's go reload the cannons.
Yeah, basically
those big old shells that they have. They're huge.
Yeah, they're big.
They're heavy, and nobody can pick them up by themselves.
It's a constant hands on deck when you're in the church, and you got to get connected. And if you're not, it's not even about being connected, because a lot of people out there don't have a home church, and it's really hard to find a preference. And I've been going, I went through that for a little bit, and I finally found a new home church.
Yeah,
and it's just
sadly wasn't.
It's just
it's okay.
It's just it's where you feel like God's wants you to be in that moment.
Most definitely.
Because you never know. He could just be like,
yeah,
no, I want you over here now. And what am I gonna do?
Because we're at the end of the day, if we're all on the same team, you know what I'm saying? Like your church is on the same team as
but there's
my
different
church.
ships.
But there's different ships, yeah.
Everybody's got a part on their different ships for different people,
And I like that. I like that a lot.
So sorry if your headphones caught on fire, but
this guy, sorry if your phone's caught on fire. That's dope. I don't want to move away from that, because I feel like there's a lot there. I was thinking about how I was saying how it makes it harder or easier for people, and how we're talking about being plugged in a church and not being plugged in. A lot of people would say like, "Oh, I don't need to go to a church. I could just do it all by myself and everything like that." I remember, I think 2 weeks ago, we were talking about, how the Bible says iron sharpens iron, but if you hold two pieces of iron in front of each other and just hold them together, they're never going to sharpen each other. They have to connect for it to sharpen each other, right? So, yeah, you can go home and you can not go to church and everything like that, and you'll still grow a little bit, but there's more growth in communion with people, with fellowship with other people, because then you get people who've been through certain things that can help you with what you're going through, or you get other people who have a different viewpoint than yours and who help you see something from a different light, and you have other people who, just know more than you. You know what I mean? And who could help you in terms of growing, in terms of anything really, because that's why I really like the men's meeting at my church, because I get to hear people's perspective in things. I get to hear people say different things about different ideas or different ways that they think, and it does help grow you. I love going to the men's meetings because it's awesome. It's very awesome to be with other people um who are like minded as you, but also they see things differently or they hear things differently too. Because we all worship the same God, so that means that we're all in the same spirit, and we're also under the same mindset in terms of we want to serve the Lord and we want to reach as many people as we possibly can.
Yeah.
But we all have different ways of seeing things, and we all have different walks of life, and we all go through different things. But there's also times too where we go through the same thing, or somebody's been through something that you're gonna go through, or that you're going through right now, who could help you in that situation. And that's why I really, 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 really encourage people. If you don't have a home church, find one. Just make sure they worship Jesus. Obviously, they believe in the Trinity. They believe in the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. They believe that he was raised on the third day. You know, he died for our sins and was risen. And that's pretty much it. Just find a church like that. Make sure that you pray about it too. Make sure it's compatible for you. Make sure that you pray about it. Ask the Lord if He wants you to be there, and if not, just find another one. Because there's churches everywhere. We live in Texas. I can go down.
There's a church like every 4 seconds.
Like
you walk
down Carrier. I remember I was driving down Carrier, and there was like 5 within 5 minutes. But so there's a lot of churches out there. So don't be afraid.
There's anywhere down here in the South.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We live in the Bible Belt, bro. Like, there's no way that you can say you can't find a church. There's one for you. There's got to be one for you. Also, too, you remember that story that you told me about the Lego pieces?
Mm-hmm.
What did your pastor say about that again?
Basically, one piece of a Lego is not gonna do anything by itself, but when you put multiple Legos together, you can create something and be connected to one another to make each other not stronger and build.
That's true.
Keep building and keep adding Lego pieces.
Do you still have your Lego piece with you?
Do I?
Yeah. Let me find out you threw it away.
Dude, where did I put it? I don't remember where I put it.
That was a good analogy, though. I like that. That just goes hand in hand with the iron sharpens iron thing. Like, you hold 2 pieces of iron, but you don't ever make them connect or touch. It's not going to sharpen each other.
Yep.
So that's why, like I said, I can't reiterate more than I can or stress enough that you need to get into a church. You need to get plugged in.
Go get on the ship. Go get on one of them battleships.
Mm-hmm. You have to. It's so important. It's so vital to your growth. It's so vital to your walk. How important it is just to be a part of something. And today, I was at church, actually. Because we record these on Sundays. No, we record these on Saturdays. Well, it doesn't matter anyways. We record it. We don't record it on Monday. So, today, I was singing a song. Do you know that song, Being Throned?
No.
It's by Jeremy Riddle, I think. I think it's by him. Well, it's by Bethel, at least. I know that. The song says, "Be enthroned upon the praises of 1,000 generations. You are worthy of it all." Basically saying, if you really think about Christianity as a whole, but not even Christianity, you can think about people as well. But we're gonna focus on Christianity here. That we're singing to a Lord that's been sung to for thousands of generations, right? For generation after generation after generation after generation. And it might not be biological generations, right? It might not be, oh, well, my dad used to do it, and then my dad, and then his dad used to do it, or my mom used to do it, their mom did it, and go back like that. But let's think of it this way: who prayed for you when you first got saved? Who was it? Do you remember?
Like the pastor?
Whoever it was.
It was Pastor
Was it
James.
somebody it was Pastor James?
Yeah.
Okay, so who prayed for him?
Probably one of his mentors or pastors.
And then who prayed for them?
Exactly.
And it just keeps going back and back and back and back. And then you could literally trace it back to Jesus if you really think about it. And then after that, you can even trace it back further and further and further and further, all the way to Adam and Eve. Because we're all connected in this beautiful song that we sing to the Lord. And that's what the song says. We'll join with heaven singing that you're worthy of it all. And you're for 1,000 generations. Like, I remember it, when I first heard the song, I didn't really think about it, but then I started listening to it more and more and more, and it hit me how amazing it is to think that I'm worshiping a God, and I'm not even just worshiping, but I'm connected with a God who knows everything. You know, he knows the person who came before me. He knows who's gonna come after me, but he knows me. You know what I mean? Like, he knew everything that was gonna happen back then. He knows what's going on now, and he's gonna know what's gonna happen in the future. And it's just so amazing to me how we're all connected and how we're all singing to the same God. And it just makes you feel a part of a bigger collective. And honestly, it makes you feel like you're part of a battleship. Honestly, if you really think about it, you're part of a team. You're part of something bigger than yourself, and it means so much more now when I'm seeing, because now I know, hey, I'm not alone. Hey, I'm not doing this alone. I'm not just doing life alone. I'm not just walking alone. I'm not just trying to do everything on my own. I have a collective that I can rely on. I have a support system. But also too, it shows how powerful we can be in terms of complacency. When I was talking about it earlier, it shows how powerful that we can be, and I feel like we're not reaching the potential that we have. You know what I mean? I don't think that we're reaching the levels that we should be reaching in life in terms of Christianity and the church, because I feel like we should be doing so many more things. Because if the church existed, you know, the way, that's what they say in the Bible, the way, before they were called Christians, they said that the followers of the way or whatever. That if they've been doing the same thing that we basically been doing for 2,000 years, I feel like we should be a lot further than what we are. But what it is that people get complacent, and then we have to keep starting over and starting over and starting over and starting over. So I urge you, don't let your next couple generations have to start over when you stopped. You know, keep building. It's about legacy. You know what I mean? It's about legacy. So how messed up would I be, and how much honestly, how much more will God hold me accountable? Because I don't really think that people think about stuff like this. How much more would God hold me accountable if I didn't teach my son the things that I've learned about the Lord? Or if I didn't teach him how to worship, if I didn't teach him about the Lord, if I didn't teach him anything about the Lord, how much more would the Lord hold me accountable? Because I know, you know what I mean? I know the truth. I know the Lord. I know everything like that. Because you can't really hold people accountable who don't know the Lord. You know what I mean? Because you can't say, oh, well, they didn't teach me this, they didn't teach me that. And they didn't really know. But I know. So how much more will the Lord hold me accountable? It's kind of like the same thing with pastors, because the Lord holds the pastors more accountable than everybody else, because they're leading a whole congregation. And that's why I think it's very important to think about your legacy, not just to think about what you're going to do the next day or the day after that, but to think of years ahead. How is this going to help my family in the future? And you can do that with anything. You can do that with money. You could do that with stocks, I guess. You can do that with anything. Real estate, owning things, and passing it down to generation, but also pass down the things that the Lord has taught you, so that they don't have to rebuild. So then that they're not left in the dark and have to find the Lord on their own, or wait for the Lord to find them. You know?
No, I think that's where leadership comes in. It's good, because if you're on a battleship, you're gonna trust that captain is steering the ship into the right direction,
exactly,
and not leading, in the wrong direction.
Yeah,
So as long as you have good leadership and you trust that, so you're not worrying about the leadership and not worrying about where the boat's going, you're just doing your part.
Yeah.
Because as long as you can do your part and let the captain or let the pastor do his part, you do your part in the church. You do your part.
Yeah.
With whatever you need to do, whether that's serving the youth, whether that's serving during offering, whether that's being the greeting team, whether that's on the worship team, whether that's on the prayer team, whether that's, in the secretary or on the staff, or even ministering, and or even just taking stuff in your own hands, like starting your own Bible study on the side, within the church, and then bringing people out from outside the church within the church, and then adding on to your crew, because it's a vital impact on your spiritual, your spiritual capabilities are set to a tone that is a higher, mandate than what we think, like we believe that, like, potential, and we can do anything, I can literally do anything I want because I have free will.
Yeah.
And it's up to us to choose to do the right thing or do the wrong thing.
Yeah, it is. And that's what,
because we can literally like I said, be on a cruise ship and just relax and let other people serve me and just relax.
Yep.
You know, be comfortable,
Mm-hmm.
and then say the cruise ship gets, you know, get like look at the Titanic. How many of those people were ready?
Yeah.
For an iceberg, because you know.
Yeah.
And how many of those people were ready for that iceberg? Like, people died, and I'm not saying like you're gonna die, but I mean everybody dies, but at the same time.
But it kind of leads to kind of a spiritual death if you're not moving.
In the Bible, it says you got to die to yourself.
Yeah.
Be born
And
again.
live for Him.
Yeah, you got to be born again.
Because I remember one time I was thinking, I was at church, and I feel like a lot of times we see ourselves not as strong as we think we can be. You know what I mean? Like we see the devil as stronger than us, which is totally not true. Or we see demons stronger than us, which is not true. And I saw something, because we were talking about, keep going, right? Don't stop. And you know how sharks, they can't stop swimming because if they stop swimming, they die.
For real?
Yeah. And I was thinking about that, and I was like,
I didn't know that.
We're sharks. We're sharks.
Wait, why do sharks die when they stop?
I don't know. I didn't make it like that. But we're sharks. We're spiritual sharks. If we stop moving, if we stop basically saying, if we stop praying, if we stop reading, the devil's gonna use that as a foothold, and then after a while, it's gonna take away from you. You know, it's gonna be a little chip. Oh, I don't know. I'm kind of tired. I don't feel like going on Wednesday, and that's one little thing. I don't really feel like reading today. I got a lot to do today. Okay, well, that's another thing. And it's always little by little by little by little by little that he chips at you. And that's what happens when you stop moving. You die. Like, spiritual death.
It's like working out. You know?
Yeah, it's like working out.
You can go hit 215 on the bench one day, and then you don't work out for three weeks, go back, can't hit the 215. Nope. Why? Because you stop doing it.
Consistency.
Yeah.
Kills complacency. I think so.
Yeah, basically.
Catching that.
Put it on a t-shirt.
That's right. But yeah, that's what I was thinking about. I was thinking about how sharks, they can't stop moving, because we're talking about the enemy, right? So the first thing the enemy tries to do is manipulate you. And if he can't manipulate you, right? So let's say he can't manipulate you. I know the truth. You can't get me, right? Then the second thing he tries to do is discourage you. That's the second thing he's trying to do. Because if he can't manipulate you, let's say he can't get you to believe lies because you know the truth. He's gonna try to discourage you to think, I can't do certain things. Because a lot of people, they either get stopped on the first one or the second one. The first one is they believe a lie their whole life, and they just keep going with the lie their whole life, and they never really learn the truth. And the second one is that they live discouraged their whole life, thinking that they can't do certain things, or that they always under constant attack from the enemy, being discouraged, and they never really reach their full potential. And if you can't do that, if the devil can't do that, then he's gonna escalate it, and he's gonna turn up the heat and make it even harder for you. And it's all about perseverance. You have to persevere. You have to, because if you don't, then you're just gonna be a dead shark in the water, not moving, spiritually dead,
taking L's,
taking L's after L's, always going through trials, always
and trying to figure out.
Always trying to figure out
wrong.
And what's going wrong. Why am I here? And that's why it's very, very important. Like how I said, it's probably the third time I said it. Get plugged into a church. It's very important because it's so much easier to do battle with somebody else.
Can't go to war by yourself.
You can't go to war by yourself. You're
not John Wick.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. You're not John Wick. We're not John Wick at all.
Or
Rambo or anybody like that.
Or Chuck Norris.
No, yeah, it's a lie. It's a lie. And you
know they're called movies.
Yeah, you know what that feeds into? Because the men's you can go to this men's meeting, bro. I brought up the men's meeting at least 15 times. So we were talking about what it means to be a man, right? And there's so many different things that people believe and everything like that. And I remember I was talking about how Hollywood, well, not just Hollywood, just movies in general, or just the culture, makes you feel like if you can't do it alone, you're not a man. Like if you can't handle the situation by yourself, if you can't overcome it by yourself, if you can't get past it by yourself, you're not a man. You know what I'm saying? Because like let's look at it. John Wick did it by himself. Rambo did it by himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All
these people do it by themselves. And then if you can't do it by yourself, it makes you feel weaker. You know what I mean? Like, oh dang, I can't pay these bills by myself. Oh dang, I can't. I don't know, something dumb like I can't lift this box by myself. Just dumb things like that. You know what I'm saying? That, oh, I can't do it. I can't do it by myself. I must not be good enough. I can't get this job. I must not be good enough. I can't do this. I like, it's just things like that. And I feel like the culture kind of cultivated it to where you shouldn't have to ask for help. Like, I mean, let's look at it. Self-made. What does that mean? You did it by yourself. You know how people are actually self-made? Not a lot. Probably less than 1% of people are actually self-made because everybody made it somehow. Everybody always had some help somewhere.
Connections, who you know.
Yes, bro. Not even Jesus. That's what I'm saying. Not even Jesus did it by himself. Jesus, you think you're better than Jesus? Because I don't think I am. Jesus had 12 disciples. He could not do it by himself. So there's no way that you could either. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I feel like a lot of people think that if they can't do it by themselves, they're less than, which is totally not true. How do you feel about that? Because you look like you're thinking about something. What you got to say?
Because that's crazy.
What's
if
crazy?
You put it back to that, like, I want to do it by myself. Bro,
Yeah.
Jesus didn't even do it by himself. So he better than Jesus or what?
Exactly, right? But it's like the world has made us have this mentality to where we got to do it by ourselves because if we can't do it by ourselves, we're weaker. We're less than.
And that's another thing. Like, people who talk about, I came up from nothing. I came up by myself and stuff. There's some people out there that say that,
Mm-hmm.
and they literally have.
Cap.
Yeah, it's a stunt.
It's cap. So
that's why it's.
Let's take it for rappers, right? So you made the beat by yourself?
Exactly.
You mixed and mastered it by yourself?
Exactly.
You shot the video by yourself?
Yeah.
You was the only one in your music video?
Who put you out there?
Who put you out there? Yeah.
Who let you open up?
Who's your distributor? Did you distribute yourself?
Yeah.
Did you make the art? Did you make the cover art yourself?
Yeah.
Take pictures
yourself? Yeah, exactly.
You took all the pictures and edited them all yourself?
Yeah.
No. Impossible. There's no way. You can't do. I don't think you can do anything by yourself. What can you do by yourself?
Me? Go to sleep.
Yeah, but who made the mattress you sleep on?
I'll sleep on the floor.
He said, "Who made the floor you sleep on?"
Wow. I'll levitate and float and go to sleep.
Okay. Anyways, back to reality. But yeah, get plugged in, guys. I don't know how we got all the way over here because our podcast is supposed to be about frustration.
I know, we were like,
but we just.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah. I like that. Not that we can't stay on topic, but that the podcast kind of becomes whatever it is that I guess we feel like we need to talk about that day.
The thing we call the inner circle because it's going to loop back around anywhere.
Yeah, it will. So what frustrates you guys? What's something that you feel like you can't get past? What's something that frustrates you in the daily? What's something that frustrates you in the church? And what struggle do you have trying to find a home church? You know, and what struggles do you have in general? Find somebody you can plug in with. Find somebody that you could talk to, whether it's your pastor, whether it's somebody who goes to church with you, whether it's a parent, a friend, a sibling, even a therapist. I believe in therapy. I believe that people can go to therapy and receive it because it's always good to talk to somebody. And I guess that's pretty much it.
Basically.
What you got to say?
That's
it.
Been fun. It's been real.
It's been real and it's been fun.
But it ain't been real fun. Because I'm actually tired.
Oh, wait, before we go. Everybody, email us, DM us, talk to us, answer the questions I just asked, even though I don't remember them. But you remember them. DM us, email us with your answers, questions, concerns.
We'll read them next
comments.
Week.
I'll read them on the podcast, and
next
I'll
week.
shout you out if you want me to. If you don't want to be shout out, you can just say that you don't want to.
And critiques too.
Critiques. Somebody said that we say like and too much. Actually, a lot of people said that, and I know that we do, and we're working on it. We're doing our best. We're not professionals. I just won. We're not professionals, all right? We will be professionals one day. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for sitting through our.
And if one day you listen to the Inner Circle podcast, I'm not on it no more. That's because I'm on a country tour.
Yes,
worldwide.
Thank you for sitting and listening to us and actually caring about what we have to say for hours. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you sticking through with us. Thank you for making it to episode 8. If you listened from the first one all the way to episode 8, that's awesome. We have something dope planned for episode 10, but obviously we need to get to episode 9 first. We're gonna do t-shirts.
We're gonna do 10 hours for 10 episodes.
No, we're not doing 10 hours.
Why not?
Cause that's crazy.
You ain't about to do it.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not about it because it's not actually gonna be 10 hours. We're probably gonna record for like 15, and I'm gonna edit it to 10 hours. That's ridiculous. That's like a whole part-time job, which and I already got a job. So yeah, follow us on Instagram if you're not following yet. I don't know why you're not, but it's okay. We forgive you. The Instagram is at the _ Make sure you put the _ Inner Circle Podcast. Email us at the innercirclepd@gmail.com. We're probably gonna make a Twitter eventually. I don't know. I don't really like Twitter though. Colton can run it because he said he would. And yeah, we're gonna do t-shirts. Remember, I don't know how many we're printing. Maybe 50, maybe 100. But for the first 10 people who DM us when we announce it, we'll get a free t-shirt. Tell us your size. We'll get it to you. And we're gonna try to make it look dope. Something you can wear every day on the daily. You know, something dope.
Not too goofy.
Not something goofy. You know, not
I'm
just
gonna put
something
my shirt on my face on the back of the shirt, like the whole the whole back.
The whole back of the shirt is gonna be Colton's face, and the whole front is just gonna say, I don't even know. We'll think about it. We'll think about it. We'll see.
The first 2 that message us get a custom shirt with your name on it.
Okay, I don't know about all that.
Why
I guess.
not?
Well, I mean, if you can pay for it, that's fine.
I'm not gonna pay for it.
I guess you're not getting. I guess you're not getting custom shirts then. Y'all can get t-shirts. All right. Maybe we might do a custom shirt. Maybe as a giveaway, as a raffle. That'd be awesome.
Little raffle, little $50 ticket raffle.
$50 a ticket.
I'm just kidding.
One person buys it, one person wins.
But you can donate to us if you want.
Yes, you can donate to us. Help us get better mics. Help us get better audio quality.
Help us pay for gas because it's ridiculous.
Yes, it's getting ridiculous out here for this gas. It took me like $40 to fill up my car, and I just drive like a Honda. I'm not even driving a truck, and I'm over here filling up with $40. It's ridiculous. But yeah, so we can make the better audio quality for y'all, and just give y'all a better podcast overall. Thank you so much for listening. That's pretty much it. Now we're done. Are you sure that you don't got anything else to say, Colton?
That's it. See y'all.
All right. It's been real and it's been fun.
It ain't been real fun.
But it ain't been real fun. Thank you so much. We'll see y'all later.